shake your booties for black girl nerds.
Gael, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to Black Girl Nerds. I really appreciate it. I had the opportunity to see you during the press conference here in LA for the MGM Amazon presentation that they did amongst all of us critics. And it was delightful to see you and the team over there to talk about this incredible film, which you are absolutely incredible in. It's one of the most heartwarming and gut-wrenching performances I've seen all year. So congratulations to you for Cassandro.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's very nice of you. Thank you. Oh, sorry,
Absolutely.
phone, right? Why is there a phone? Let me turn this off. Okay.
Gotta love phones when they ring at the most convenient times.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much for what you're saying. Thank you.
Oh, you're quite welcome. I love the beautiful relationship that Saul has with his mother. She's very supportive of his career as well as who he is as a queer man. What do you think it is that ultimately drives him in this profession? You know, is it a need to support his mother financially? Is it a need to feed his own ego? Or is there something else there?
Okay. Well, I mean, definitely. I mean, it is a true sort of loving mother son relationship that basically they've been together in order to survive. To be able to survive and to keep going. But what is it? What is the drive? Well, I mean, there is many psychoanalytical reasons, but at the same time, it's a very kind of like primal reason of like they're two in the world together, and that's why they've been sort of hiding as well, because of the tremendous sort of strange relationship that or lack of relationship that exists between the father and the mother, and so it is that type of strange, like interaction that obviously, I mean, in the film, like giving out a spoiler. I mean, I mean, when the mother passes, away, there is I mean, the whole world kind of like collapses, no?
Yeah, and it does change the trajectory of Cassandra's path when that happens in the film, which is also pretty gut-wrenching in the story. How much of Cassandro was involved, like the real Cassandro, how much of him was involved when he was working with you as you were preparing for this role and helping craft together this biopic, to be as close to Saul's real life as possible?
And I spoke with Cassandro briefly before doing the film, but mainly there were like all the information was there already, in the documentaries and let's say in the script as well, because we were also doing a kind of a freer interpretation of the life of Cassandro. There were many aspects of his life that obviously are not like in the film. They were very different, especially the relationship with the father. That's something completely different, that's something. But this is Saúl we're talking about, no? Cassandro, the character that he does is one that we can play with a lot, and we kind of like make it our own as well. So naturally, when playing with that kind of like transgender character, or this kind of the whole extravagance of Cassandro, there is something that I have inside that always transcends into there, and or that anyone that does this type of characters will always kind of like, there's something about me also there. I don't know what it is, but it's there, and it is important to incorporate that, you know, because it cannot be a sort of an imitation or what does it call it, like an imitation of someone. It has to be a interpretation, no? Like so we met Cassandro, the real Cassandro, 1 week after before ending the shoot, because before he had an unfortunate health condition, and it was 1 week before finishing shooting in Ciudad Juarez that we met, and it was lovely to meet him for the first time in person there.
That's incredible. And speaking of incredible, there's some really incredible and really just out of this world wrestling power moves in the film. What was your training process like through production, and what did we see on the screen? Was most of that you?
Yeah, most of it was me, and it was a lot of physical training. Like 6 months before, I had to do a lot of exercise, gain weight, you know, and do all that. And then also 2 months prior to starting to shoot, I also did a lot of wrestling training, and that was very complicated. It took a while. It took time. It took a lot of pain also. But it was made with these two great teachers, Chessman and Tejano Jr., who were so you know, really helpful to train me and to train a few other actors into the project. And yeah, that's how we got prepared for it, and then just putting on the makeup and putting on the costumes as well, and that was what made the whole thing come together.
Well, this was, as I mentioned, it was an incredible performance. I absolutely loved you in it. I could tell you put your heart and your soul into it. So congratulations to you with Cassandro, and thank you so much for taking the time to talk to Black Girl.
No, thank you so much for the questions. Sorry for this interruption. It was like, it was like, it was one of those that you go like, why? Oh, well, thank you so much.
No problem. You take care. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Better shake your booties for Black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for Black girl nerves.